Hello there, back for our August card class, and this is the Fun Fold, our third card for the day, and this one's got a lot of pieces to it, but isn't that cool? You put it in your envelope, slide it in, it folds down all nice and neat, and then when the person pulls it out, pop! It's called a spring panel Fun Fold, at least that's what I'm calling it, because it has a little spring mechanism there that makes that front panel pop out, and then it's still like a regular card that you can put your sentiment on the inside. So I'm moving along. We used the Country Flowers mostly for the first two cards, and also the Country Lace, and now we're moving on to the Country Birdhouse and the Country Woods paper. So all these fun wood grained patterns. I used quite a few of them and grabbed some. I actually used both some of the lace ones and the wood ones. Grabbed some of my extra scraps there, and instructions. I'm going to hold them up for people on YouTube, but if you're in our private group, the PDF for the whole project is in the group, and we also have I also have a bonus PDF of another project. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. So yeah, actually two of them. So this is one that I made up, kind of a pocket card, and then this one here is one from a group that I'm in. So those are bonus PDFs for those that purchase this month from me. I'll be sending those out by email. But back to our spring fold card here. So you're going to have a regular hot dog card here, and then the spring mechanism. And the spring mechanism is just scored every half inch, and then you're going to fold them accordion style. So I'm going to be looking here. Can you see that? I'm looking. I made this a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, but even a few days ago. I can forget things easily, so I have to look at my sample to remember exactly how I did it here. So and then that one goes in and out and in and out. So I've got my little mechanism there, my little spring, and then I'm going to grab my bone folder and kind of burnish those a little bit so they're not going to stick out too much when it's in the envelope. Okay, I might even look at my instructions here. Okay, attach the Designer Series paper layer to the Misty Moonlight layer. Okay, that sounds pretty easy. We'll do that first and get started. I'm kind of using the lighter layer here, but you could use the darker one if you wanted. All those fun wood grains. And then I love this pool party kind of distressed wood layer, so I did my birdhouse in that. So you can, with the Country Birdhouse, you can stamp the stamp itself and add the wood pieces, or just color it, and then you also have the dies, so all different combinations you can do here. So the birdhouse, then you've got this bottom piece, and then there's three different top pieces that you can use. There's even a little stand here and a little hanger and lots of little flowers and leaves. So a lot of fun pieces to play with. One of the other cards that I just showed you, the bonus one, has two birds here. So I'm doing the opposite direction. And the way I did that is just to stamp my bird on my silicone mat and then pick it up with a scrap piece of paper, and then it's stamped the opposite direction, and then I just fussy cut it out. But here's my bird already cut and ready to go. There's a die cut for the bird. So let's see, attach the die cut bird pieces and the bird to the front. So I'm going to start putting all these pieces together here. So first my little birdhouse, and my little bird is actually going to kind of poke out of the little hole there. So maybe I should get that back there before the glue dries, because I want him to kind of poke his cheerful little face out of the birdhouse. And then we'll add our other little pieces here. So they're not all going to look exactly like my sample, because I used some scraps of the different wood grains. And of course I had to do a bunch of them because I made a bunch of kits for a card class tomorrow. So if you can come in person in Erie, Pennsylvania, that's tomorrow. Well, actually, if you're watching this video later, it is August 20th. August 20th is the in-person class. All right, then there's this little tiny piece that I can barely pick up with my fat fingers. I should have my tweezers out here, or my pick tool. And that squeezes right in there next. Or I've seen some people do a contrast on the top piece too. You could either can put it on the top as well. And then I've got this little piece here. Let's see, which side should I use? That side or that side? I think I like the white side better. And on my sample, I grabbed the little stamp in here that makes the eyelets right there. I don't have it out right now, but that fits perfectly to make that little eyelet pattern. So I can either do that later or just forget about it. Okay, and the little bird beak is kind of covered up right now, so I'm going to pop that up so he's not hiding. And if you wanted the bird to really pop up, put a mini dimensional right under his head there, and then he'll really pop out of that little birdhouse. And okay, one more thing, something for him to stand on when he's coming into the birdhouse. So part of the suite are these Smoky Slate Basic Gray and Smoky Slate pearls, which are very nice, but they are actually non-orderable right now. And they're also very tall, very high, so they're very bumpy in your cards. So I grabbed out these Neutrals adhesive backed sequins, which I thought would be good as well. And they're, of course, going to go a little bit easier through the mail. So we'll just put one of those on there instead of the pearl. They both look good. So, all right, my panel is all done and ready to go. I'm going to actually stamp my happy birthday on the inside this time. On this sample, I just stamped it on a scrap of white and fussy cut it and put it on the front. But on this one, I think I'm just going to stamp that on the inside. So perhaps I should do that now while I'm thinking about it. So I've got my happy birthday. And then there's a nice little sentiment here. Hoping you have the best day ever. There you go. And then on my sample, I also stamped that eyelets stamp in there too. So that's really a fun little addition. Hey, I did that pretty straight, didn't I? Pretty amazing. All right, now it's time to put on my my spring mechanism. All right. So I actually have my tear and tape here because I used it on the last card, or on the first card. It's been a long day already. Is it nap time yet? All right, so a piece of tear and tape there, or whatever adhesive you're using. Just make sure it's one of your stronger adhesives because you don't want it to pop off the card when it pops out. I'll try on the other edge, not getting a good... I think I need my pick tool here to get that last little bit of covering off. It's very sticky. Okay, and now that's going to go centered right in the middle here. Make sure I have my card, my sentiment the right direction. I probably should have put my panel on first, but that's all right. I might even use tear and tape for that as well, just to make sure it holds well. So grab a piece of tear and tape and put it on the top and bottom of my spring there. Let me hold up that spring mechanism one more time so you can see how that works. See, it's just accordion folded back and forth on both sides every ½ inch. Okay, now we'll get that. Sometimes if you move the edges down, it works a little. Push those down, then it's easier to get them up. And of course, the Take Your Pick tool is great to grab off those edges. Then we'll pop that down so it's down all the way so I can get it even. Does that look good? All right. Ooh, I think I did it. All right. So there's my pop-up card, my little pop-up panel, and the inside. So Love that. Here's the sample with slightly different patterns, but it looks really great with that Country Woods paper. So you can get everything at my stamps, at my website here, kwstamps.stampinup.net, and the PDFs are up in the group. If you're able to come to card class, it is tomorrow, Tuesday, the 20th. Hope you can come and hope you got inspired by these projects, and have a great week and get some crafting done. Happy crafting!